speed, join the highway. Now join the highway. Follow the highway. There's a downhill ahead.
I'm running this shit. I own the truck. I'm running this shit. I'm just leased on to you. So let me do my thing. Alright? Just let me do my damn thing. Relax. Ugh. Didn't happen. Thank you for the like. Did it? Like I said, I'm hauling about 45,000 pounds of the trailer, so I'm hauling about 45,000 pounds of the trailer, so I'm heavy. That's why I'm going slow hill. Now I've got a downhill grade up ahead. Where most truck drivers screw up is they just start hauling ass downhill and oh crap, I hear turn on my hitch brake, I'm going too fast. Nope, do just this. Turn on your hitch brake on high before you start going down, and you can maintain control of the truck. doing this for going on 12 years. And I've never lost it going downhill. I was taught very well from CR England, basically how to control a truck going downhill. And it's never backfired. Now she's running up to 2 grand and slowing down. Very slowly though. I'm not sure of the states. Better than state of confusion. See, it's rest area. I am in West Virginia. I am on 64 in West Virginia. Like I said, I'm on 64 in West Virginia. Going downhill. All these other truck drivers can go fast downhill all they want. I'm not going to. I'm going to maintain a safe speed. Got another uphill grade. Well, make up your mind there, dum-dum. Let's go. Let's not hold up traffic. Truck, not yet. Fucker. Now you can. Hello. Okay, I'm starting to feel lateral motion. Time to slow down. Come on, girl. Knock it off. That truck right there, that pickup truck pulling that load, those are what we call hot shot drivers. Very early in the morning. It's 6:55 here. Low gear. Come on, knock it off. Not too low, sorry, too high on the gear. Whatever, anyways. Still want to watch this sun up will be. What time sun up will be? 7:24 will be sun up. According to my watch. Just a little bit longer for 7:24. It's 6:57 where I'm at. I start to slow down towards the top of the hill. Actually, at the top of the hill, so I can maintain control of the truck. Sorry about the reception. It's going to be cutting in and out. I'm driving through the mountains, so it's going to cut in and out. So I apologize in advance. High of a gear, let's go into a lower one so you can maintain pull. If you're going too fast, lateral motion, too much lateral motion, truck tips over. Don't need that. As truckers say all the time, keep the grease side down. What that means is don't tip the truck over. Very slow and annoying. Okay, here we go, folks. Here's a toll booth for you. Keep this entertaining. I'm going to cut to the outside so I can zip through faster. There's nothing wrong with me doing this. Everyone has to slow down because it's narrow as fuck. I don't. Oh, you motherfucker. Stay in your lane, dipshit. Let's lower down a little bit more. Like I said, the last thing I need to do is tip this thing. Don't need it. So I'll maintain control. The last thing you want to do is start, just holding the brakes. The engine brakes will do just fine. So long as the engine brake's doing its job, the engine brake will maintain control of the truck. You don't need to be riding the brakes downhill. You can very easily fry the brakes and you lose control. You go faster and faster and you're fucked. So maintaining control before you start going downhill means you don't have to smoke brakes. Now there are rare occasions where you're going downhill, the engine brake's not enough, you try to apply brakes and all of a sudden you lose brakes and now you're having to depend on the engine brake. Now once you get to the bottom of the hill, pull over, stop, wait about 45 minutes to an hour, let the brakes cool. Assuming you make it to the bottom safely. That's a big if. Because these things, they don't respond well, especially when you're heavy. But these things are also known as gentle giants. When it comes to a manual transmission truck, they're known as gentle giants because it doesn't take much force or pressure to shift from one gear to the next. But these are also clumsy vehicles. By that means they don't respond well to like stopping or turning or whatever. They're clumsy. But if you have a damn good driver like me that can understand the truck, learn the truck itself, figure out its quirks, then you can pretty much predict what the truck's going to do, and the trailer. Now this truck, not happy with. It's a automatic. Not happy with automatics. My adopted brother says that you're not a real truck driver if you have an automatic. I beg to differ. I've been doing this going on 12 years. I can drive a manual and an automatic. Won't bother me. Doesn't matter if it's 9 speed, 10 speed, super 10 speed, 18 speed, twin stick, triple stick, doesn't matter. Yeah, I can drive it. I haven't driven the twin stick or triple stick yet, but I can pretty much figure it out. There's one stick is high and low, the other one's gears, I believe. I could be mistaken. Triple stick, can't figure that one out. I think the triple stick, it has to do with two transmissions instead of one. But the twin stick is basically the equivalency of a high and low selector on a normal manual transmission truck. So I believe that's how a twin stick works on a semi-truck. And the earlier renditions of semi-trucks, like from like the 80s and 70s, they didn't have an engine brake. They had a type of a brake disc that they attached to the drive shaft to try and slow the truck down. And somebody along the lines decided to create what is now known as the Jake brake or engine brake. And basically, every truck on the road today has a Jake brake, or engine brake, essentially. The early renditions, like the early 80s, 70s models, 60s models, they all had a form of a brake on the drive shaft to slow the vehicle down. Now, those tend to fail. And the driver loses control of the truck. He goes faster and faster downhill. Yeah, spells disaster. But thankfully, today's day and age, we have a much better system called, well, like I said, Jake brake or engine brake. And these trucks also do have what's known as a trailer brake, as far as what's known as a trolley bar. A trolley bar is like if you're going downhill, your trailer gets out from beside you. What you do is you pull on a little lever, it locks only the trailer brakes up and not the tractor, and gets the trailer back behind you. And that's meant for like icy conditions or slippery when wet conditions. That's what the trolley bar is for, or trailer assist brake. So there's been a lot of advancements in trucking since, the 60s. So, yeah, there's been a lot of advancements. Now we have smaller trucks that are more fuel efficient. But the typical truck, getting anywhere from, 3 miles to the gallon all the way up to, 7 to 8 miles to the gallon. Yeah, that seems low. But you got to realize each of these trucks, depending on the manufacturer, depending on how big the fuel tank is, can have anywhere from a 100-gallon tank per side to 150-gallon tank per side. Now, those are basically going the way of the Dodo, the 150-gallon per side. Those are kind of going the way of the Dodo. But there's also trucks out there, like local running trucks, that have like 75-gallon tanks. And some of them even have just one tank, and that's most likely a 75-gallon tank. Those are meant for round town local driving, and there's several versions of trucks themselves. So you have a day cab, which means it's just the passenger seat, driver's seat, and somebody's doing stuff in town, doing local work. Then you have your conventional sleeper, which is what I've got, which means you have a little bit of storage, top bunk, bottom bunk, And then you have what's known as a super sleeper, basically, which means it's like a miniature apartment. You have a stove, you have a sink, you have a shower and toilet, all of the nice amenities of an apartment, but in a shrunk form. That truck that just passed us, that's what's also known as a coffin box. I don't like them. They're cramped, they're small. But, yeah, there's many different versions. You got Kenworth coming up. Let's see. That's a day cab. It has a back window. It's a day cab. Another day cab. Which means those two drivers are doing local work. Let's see another truck. This one that we're passing is a conventional sleeper, which means a little bit of storage in an upper bunk, lower bunk. The one that just passed us, same thing. Those trucks right there that just passed me, that's what's known as a skateboard, or basically to non-truckers, a flatbed trailer. We call them skateboards. Now, basically box trucks, you know, dry van box trucks, they're just that. Basically, reefer units are basically both the dry box and the reefer are what's known as moving billboards. You see vehicles being transported on a specific vehicle, multiple vehicles. Those are what's known as parking lots, struckers. You've got all types of versions. You got tanker vehicles. You got all kinds. And there's all kinds of different trucker lingo for different types of trailers that are being pulled. But they all have one thing in common. Every semi-truck out there has one thing in common. Lousy fuel mileage, but huge tanks. So yeah, we can run longer than somebody in a car or pickup truck. We can run longer because our tanks are massive. But for basically anywhere from 75 gallon to 100 gallon to 150 gallon per side. So if it's 150 gallon per side, it's 300 gallons so you can hold in the truck, which means we can go, say, from New York to damn near to California in one shot. Damn near. You'd have to stop at some place and fuel back up to run the rest of the way, but that's a 150 gallon tank per side. That's 300 gallons. Now, 100 gallon per side obviously means it's only 200 gallons, which means you'd have to stop a couple of times to fuel. But yeah, we can generally run longer than somebody in a car. Now, the average, basically, distance a car can run, as you know, is anywhere from, depending on the car, depending on how much horsepower it has, anywhere from 200 to 400, maybe 500 at most miles before somebody has to stop and get more gas. That's the difference between a semi-truck and a car. Because we can run up to, if it's a 300 gallon tank, we can run up to well over 1,000 miles before we have to stop for fuel. Ooh, better kick it down, kick it down, kick it down. Got distracted. So we've got a semi-truck up behind me, looks like a conventional sleeper, but he's not passing yet. But yeah, there's a lot to take into consideration when it comes to driving semi-trucks. Now, in case if any of you watching are not familiar, we all run on the electronic logs. There are a few that are allowed to do paper, but those are few and far between. Those are meant for like transport trucks, or if you're doing local work and you're not going over a certain distance, you can run paper logs, or just log your hours. But generally, if you're an over-the-road truck driver, you have to run electronic logs. It doesn't matter who the person is that's making the logs. Like say, Motor used to be known as Keep Trucking. There's Samsara. There's a bunch of different companies that make electronic logs for truckers. But most, if not all, over-the-road truckers run electronic logs, which means we are governed to how many hours we can run per day. Generally, I try to basically keep it 9 to 10 hours, depending on the day. But we can technically run, I believe, 11 straight if we literally want to run our clock out. Me, I just started my clock. So far on the first half of my clock, right now I've got 7 hours 33 minutes left on my clock. And generally the rule of thumb is stop about 4 hours. The remainder, take a quick 30-minute break, you get 3 more hours back, which means you can basically, if you like, run the rest of those hours. We also have what's known as recap hours. Those are fun. Which means, I believe how it works is basically whatever you have for the current day plus 7 days prior, whatever hours you have left over remaining of that day carries over to the current day, and you get to run, recap hours. I hate recap hours. But if done correctly, you can essentially run, well, in theory, per month on recap hours. Is that fun? No. But in theory, you can, if done properly. 9 times out of 10, it's not done properly. And most likely somebody at some point has to take what's known as a 34-hour reset. Which means the truck does not move for 34 hours. It does not drive, it does not do anything. You have to be off duty for 34 hours. So, somebody just getting into trucking, I will say this: don't. There's a reason why. I mean, yeah, you could make some good money depending on the company you go to drive for, and there's a crap ton of companies out there. My suggestion is go to CR England, get your CDL that way, and they will pay for your schooling. The trick on how this works with CR England is you have to work for them. Start your career with them. Work for them preferably 9 months, if not longer. And what they do is they offer to pay off your schooling, which means you owe nothing for that schooling. But if you don't stay with them for the 9 months or longer, you owe them money for you going through their school. Now they do, depending on the person you ask, my opinion is they have a good school. They will teach you properly. Their dorm rooms are absolute garbage. I mean, I'm talking about, absolute crap. Don't bring anything that you don't want to lose. Leave whatever it is at home. At a later point, when you get a chance to go home and get it, when you're in the truck. But anything real personal, leave at home. But their dorm rooms are absolute garbage. Basically, most students have very little to no money, other than maybe if daddy's fronting the bill, whatever, mommy is fronting it, or they get some help from family members, or they have enough money saved up for the schooling, for food and general stuff like that. So, and that, not really worth it, in my opinion. I mean, they have good school, but their dorm rooms are absolute garbage. Now they have basically, depending on the location you're going to, they have a good lunchroom. They have the showers are left something to be concerned about, because their showers are absolute garbage. Mind you, I would go in there with some kind of flip flop or whatever to take a shower in their showers at CR England, because gross. It's kind of like a community shower, except there's closed off sections where you can go into the shower, be in private with a bunch of other guys, but it's closed off per section. So it's not like it's like a bunch of guys butt naked together. No, but the showers left basically need some serious updating. The dorm rooms need some serious updating. But the school in general is great. You go in there, do what you got to do, get into the truck. Now, with CR England, no, I don't work for them, obviously. I used to. Now, when you get done with schooling, what they're going to do is they're going to shove you into a truck with another driver, another fresh driver. Now, they're going to have, at first, they're going to have you in a truck with a trainer. They used to have phase 1, phase 2 trainers, but that was years ago. Now, they just have trainers. I don't know what they call them now, but they're just basically trainers. You're in the truck with a trainer. Now, this part I'm not too fond of with the trainers of CR England is they have 3 people to 1 truck. You have a bunk directly over the driver's head. You have a top bunk behind you and a bottom bunk. Generally, the rule of thumb with the law is no one is allowed to sleep on the top bunk while the vehicle is moving down the road. But CR England somehow gets away with it. So, that being said, 3 people to 1 truck, which is absolutely fucking ridiculous. But the trainers get paid damn good to do what they're doing, and I do mean damn good, to just train a student. And once the student is done, and they're out there on the road, then basically it's like 2 people to 1 truck for
After
I think
1100
it's
feet left to take
6
exit
months. I
101
could be wrong.
towards Interstate 64 West,
It's
Huntington.
6 months with 2 people in 1 truck. Now your
Now
personalities are not always going to match when it comes to having 2 people to 1 truck. You're bouncing from state to
Follow the
state.
highway.
You're doing this for months on end, and generally you're not going to be happy. Probably not going to be happy with your co-driver. You're probably going to end up butting heads. And there have been a lot of cases where that happens. Now, you could also get like if you're a male and you get a female driver, and say she's single, whatever, you might have a little fun. But if she's married, good luck. She's probably not going to cheat. She could, but she's probably not going to cheat on you or cheat on her man. But yeah, there's all kinds of interesting things with CR England. I used to work for them. I'm grateful for the fact that I've got my CDL through them. Very grateful. Can't bash them for that. But what I can bash them on is the fact that they treated me like dog shit. 9 months into it, actually, I think it was 10 months, into driving for them. Big, long story. Needless to say, I got let go. And went to work for another company. A few years later, went back to work for CR England. Didn't like it. This time I left. They didn't fire me. I left because I got tired of their BS, essentially. So I ended up leaving, and now I work for a company called MIT.US. It is a company out of Illinois, and smaller outfit, yes, but the people that work there, they're wonderful. They treat you very well. I mean, you have Octavian, you have Brandon, you have Ingrid. Wonderful people. Can't badmouth them. Cannot. They are great people. They have some good trucks. The one I'm driving is a Freightliner Cascadia. I believe it's a 22 or 23. I don't remember which year, but I don't like the fact that it's an automatic, but then again, what are you going to do about it? It's a truck. It gets you down the road. But MIT.US, great company. I would definitely recommend going to work for them. But I think with them, at least when it comes to their insurance anyways, it's you have to be a driver for, I think, at least 2 years. And at that point, you can, after that 2 years, or at that 2-year mark, I believe you can go work for them. They are a flatbed / Conestoga company, where basically, which means they haul all kinds of stuff, but it's in a Conestoga trailer. Right now, I am hauling steel I-beams. I do have a Conestoga, which basically means it's a curtain trailer. I don't have to tarp. I don't have to do none of that. All I have to do is secure the load properly and get down the road. That's all I have to do. Now, coming into this company, it wore me the hell out real damn quick. Now I'm still doing it, and I'm actually getting used to it really quick. With loading and unloading, at first it's going to kick your butt, but once you get used to it, it gets easier. Tarping, on the other hand, it never gets easy. It doesn't matter if it's 100 degrees outside or 32 degrees outside. It don't matter. It's never easy doing tarping. Conestogas, yeah, you kind of got it made. You just got to make sure you don't mess up the Conestoga. But yeah, there's a lot to go on. But like I said, if any of you are out there that are truck drivers, I don't know who's watching or if they have their CDL, but if you do, go look up MIT.US out of Illinois. Good company. Like I said, Ingrid and Octavian are the co-owners of the company. Brandon, which is my dispatcher, great guy, wonderful guy. I can't badmouth the dude. Hell no. But they've recently started hiring more employees. Like I said, small outfit, but great employees. I've definitely helped out a few, other truck drivers by bringing them parts or whatever, or I've gone to fix their truck. Right now, in this truck that I'm currently driving, I've probably, don't quote me on this, probably got over $1,000 in tools. Pittsburgh tools, Bauer tools, breaker bars, torque wrenches, you name it. I've got plenty of tools to do all kinds of different repairs. So I've, basically on occasion, have had to go and fix Octavian's trucks. Now, recently I went and had to go get a starter for one of his trucks that the starter went out on. And I had to bring the driver the replacement starter, and I had to tow the truck. Literally disconnected my trailer and pulled that truck directly into the bay. It was like, what, maybe 80 feet away? I literally had to, in a way, I had to drag that trailer, drag the truck into the bay, seeing as the fact that the truck would not start. They tried everything to get, try and bypass it to get it to kick one last time. Nothing. So I got pulled into the bay, disconnected when parts already connected to my trailer. They replaced the starter. The truck kicked over, but there was another problem with that truck. It had basically 3 of the batteries were dead. One of them had 12 volts, but 3 out of the 4 were completely dead on voltage. It had maybe a half a volt. So they had to jump start it and let it idle for a few hours to let it charge back up. The driver got into it about, I think it was like midnight or 1 o'clock, and started driving. Great guy. A bit of a temper, but I mean, who doesn't? But great guy, and he has a wonderful wife. I talked to both of them, they're cool as hell. I like them. So, like I said, if you are a truck driver and you're in need of a job, I don't know if any of you are watching that are truck drivers or not, but if you're in need of a job and you've been driving for over 2 years, go look up MIT.US out of Illinois. Great company, small outfit. Couldn't complain. I've worked for numerous companies in the past where they're complete dog shit, and I would suggest you stay away from AJ Logistics out of, they're in Arizona, and New Order Logistics. Same company. Literally. They just have 2 different entities. Same company, lousy company. Do not go to work for them. The one guy you're going to be working for is Joe O'Rourke. Don't go working for him. Complete another bullshit of a boss. His brother's name is Marco. Complete idiots. Neither one of them know what the fuck they're doing. So stay away from that company. Steer clear of it. That is the one company you do not want to go work for. I mean, they're a laughing stock. Just like Swift. And that's another company. Stay away from Swift. They're a joke. I mean, you can just look up Swift's history, and you'll see exactly what I'm referring to when I say Swift is a joke. Basically, if you go to work for Knight, Pride, Prime, one of these companies, they're okay. They're not the best. They're okay if you just need a job just to pay bills and stuff, yeah. But my suggestion is, this is my opinion only, go work for some of these smaller outfits. Like the company I work for, out of Illinois. When they do not have a yard, they rent space from someone, but they do not have a yard. They have a facility, an office, yes, but they're, like I said, they're a small outfit, and you're most likely just to be staying out over the road, so there's no point in them going to buy a yard when you're going to be staying out over the road the majority of the time. Small outfit, I think it's up like, 20 trucks, I don't know, I don't remember. But, like I said, small outfit, but great company. Wonderful company. I used to work for not only Newer Logistics, AJ Logistics. I used to work for Heartbreak Express. I forget one of them. I'm thinking off the top of my head, but still. I worked for several crappy companies, including Dairy Transportation out of Tremont in Utah. Stay the fuck away from them. They're a tanker company. And all they do is they go from some kind of dairy plant where they separate, start the process to create cheese, and they have product what's known as liquid whey, which what you do is you take it to a farm, you dump it in a big, huge silo, like a waterproof, leak-proof silo, or tank, whatever, and you dump it into that tank, and what they do with that, they mix it with corn and a few other things, and they mix it together, and then they feed it to the cows, because of all the, I guess, what's in the whey, it's like protein and a bunch of other stuff. Cows love it. So, basically, they take it to the farms, and the cows eat it up. They love it. But, yeah, that's kind of a lousy company. Dairy Transportation, stay the hell away from them. Not worth your time. The person that used to work there that was my boss was a great boss. That time I loved it. When Zane was working there, great guy. But now since I think it's Brian that's basically running it, the company went to absolute dog shit. So I would suggest you not work for that company. Yeah, I've had a couple of good companies I've worked for, but this one, by far, MIT.US, and has definitely taken the cake as far as really good companies to work for. It's just, like I said, small outfit, but I love it. I've got great bosses, I've got a great driver manager. I literally can't complain. I mean, periodically butt heads, but that's any company. You're going to butt heads with any company. But, yeah, so I'm just talking about my experiences and truck driving in general. I've got a truck stop coming up that I'm going to go in there and get me something to frickin' eat and top off on fuel, because I still have over 400 miles to go, over 447 miles left to go, and I'm going to, I think it's Michigan, I believe. I'm going to a certain location to drop the I-beams that I've got on the truck. And the load is about, I think, a little over 45,000 pounds in the trailer. So literally from the nose of the truck to the back of the truck, the I-beams are that long. And I literally had to shove the load all the way to the nose of the trailer, literally touching the inside nose of the trailer. And in order to get the weight accurate enough so I can legally get down the road. But I've hauled all kinds of stuff with this company. Great company. I've hauled ATVs. I've hauled skid steers. I've hauled all kinds of stuff. Plywood, you freaking name it. I've hauled all kinds of stuff with this company. And I love this company. I literally cannot badmouth them at all. I mean, wonderful company. But yeah, I've got a truck stop up ahead. I believe it's either Pilot or Flying J, one of the two. I'm gonna go in there and get some go-go juice, get me some food, and continue getting down the road. So the exit is actually coming up. Exit 45. Again, I'm on Interstate 64. I am currently in what state am I in? State of Confusion, there you go. No, Nitro, West Virginia. So here's 45. I'm pulling off, gotta kick it down. Kick it down, come on. Slower, 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 slower. There you go, come on girl, kick it down. Anytime you make turns in a semi-truck, you have to go slow. Unless you want to roll the truck, you have to go slow.
Route recalculation.
And it's a Pilot.
After 1,000
Now, another
feet,
thing
turn
is
left
you've got all
towards
different kinds of
Nitro.
truck stops if you're not familiar. Pilots, Flying J's, TAs, Petros, Loves, basically Road Ranger. You've got a bunch of different truck stops. You even have what's known as a mom and pop truck stop. And what those are is just like Phillips 66 and certain fuel stations like that. Mavericks is kind of considered a mom and pop truck stop, kind of, but not really. There are a few Maverick does have a few fuel stations that are truck stops, very few, but still, most of them are just for cars. But yeah, you got a bunch of mom and pop truck stops, places like that. Most of them are paved, but there are select few that are actually just a gravel or dirt parking lot. And some of these actually have potholes galore. So those are great to stop at. Like if it's way late at night and most of the major truck stops are full.
Route recalculation.
Basically, yeah, you can't stop at these mom and pop truck stops
After
late at
1,000
night.
feet,
Depending on
turn
how
right
big the
onto
parking lot
Appalachian
is.
Way and then immediately turn right.
Shut up, GPS. I can fucking read. I'm gonna mute your ass. I don't need to fucking listen to that bullshit. Yeah, way to go. Just stop, why don't you, dumbass? Watch it, dummy. Not asking, stupid. Ooh, see, Pothole City. And a lot of these truck stops, oh, good lord, do have ruts in their parking lot. Freaking wonderful. Well, I don't think I can get out of here. Some of these truck stops are just like this. One way in, one way out. If I can somehow manage to get out, screw this truck stop. I'll go to the next one. The next one is, where is the next one? Next truck stop that I can fuel at anyways. Next one, I'm still looking. Next, okay, here we go. 190 miles. So, yeah, now I'm just trying to get in here to get some go-go juice and put some food down my gullet so I can get down the road. It looks like a bunch of idiots are just cram-packing it in at this truck stops, and hardly anyone's moving forward at the pumps. Let's see. Yeah, everyone's a bunch of barbarians. They're just parking wherever the hell they feel like. For example, that flatbed up ahead. That's not a parking spot. And he's parked there anyways. This truck to the left, this green truck, not a parking spot. And they're parked there anyways. A lot of truck drivers park wherever the hell they feel like. They don't care. They honestly just don't care. If they can make a parking spot, they're going to make one. Now, the problem with that is a lot of these truck stops will have a canary over you just making a parking spot. They will tell you to either go get a normal parking spot or they'll kick your ass off the property. They don't care. Some truck stops, they literally just don't care. You can park damn near wherever and they just don't care. So now I'm just trying to get over here so I can get some go-go juice in the truck. Don't tell me that truck's basically parking for the night at... Nope. I saw the tail lights light up. He's scaling. I hate truck stops like this. They're one way in, one way out. I hate them. Especially when it gets very busy and packed, you're kind of screwed. Now, let's see. Got this flatbed truck still pulling forward. Let's see here. I'll go behind this flatbed over here. Yeah, you're not getting out there, Bubby. You're not getting out. Sorry. Sorry, bud, you're not getting out. You're kind of fucked. You might as well just go park the truck. Back into your spot. You're gonna be sitting for a minute. Alright, this guy's moving forward. So can I. So hopefully this truck driver can get out. Hopefully, because he's kind of parked in a bad area. And now I can pull forward. Okay, see what this sign says. Cash recycler out of, or whatever the hell it is, out of order at this time. Will not be able to process cash advances, lottery or redemption, whatever, fuck it. I'm not doing that anyway, so I don't care. Okay, roll forward a little bit further. Okay, good there. Should be able to get fuel. Okay, go on duty and fuel. Hit save. I'm gonna, where is it? There's no update button for this. Let's go here. Let's do update status. Lot is full. Because whoever said it has many parking spots lied. It's full. I just drove through here. It's full. So I had to correct that. Let me go inside for a minute. I decided not to. I'm going to do something here, then go inside. I'm going to take care of some trash. Hello. If you guys want a good YouTuber to watch, he does live videos when he goes to Disneyland or Disney World. Look up Coda Bear the Explorer. You'll enjoy watching his videos. Wrong pipe. Damn, these things are spicy. Ah, spicy. That'll kick you in your teeth. Thank you, Western Express. Appreciate it. like somebody had a fender bender. You'll see in a second. Sorry, I'm sitting here eating breakfast. Got breakfast in me. Much better. Now I'm going to be jumping on 35 North. Or State Route 35 North. And like I said, I'm going to Michigan with this load. Better kick it down. I need lower speeds to make that corner. On next gear, dum-dum. That's not a legal parking spot where these truckers are parked. Not legal. They shouldn't be parked there. Every last one of them can all get tickets for parking there. Man. Oh, yep. What dip? Truck going down the hill. Yes, truck going down the hill. Yeah, no, not goofy. 80 miles an hour. Fun. I know it looks like I'm going faster than that. Well, I'm doing 80. Or no, I'm doing less, but still. That's not a parking spot. some point I'm going to have to stop, take an actual 30-minute break to get back some of my time so I can finish getting into the receiver. Now, technically, I could make it all the way in today, depending on if they have overnight parking where I'm going, if they do. And maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I can't tell you, but looks like the property is big enough. I could potentially park overnight. But the question is, do they have a fence in said area that would stop me from getting on their property? So I could potentially get close, but doubt it. That's a nice looking mountainside. Now that's a legal parking spot. That's legal. Popping. Yes, I did the doop-de-doo. The doop-de-doo-de-doo-de-doo. Road construction ahead. Right lane closed. Wait left. Light up ahead. It's telling me first left, right lane closed. There you go, dum-dum, just pull out in front of me. They're definitely getting horned. Picked up speed enough. Good. I hate when people pull out in front of me. It's like it's like they're on a suicide mission to die. Coda Bear the Explorer. He does live videos of when he goes to Disneyland or Disney World. Oh, I gotta break it down. But yeah, he does. It's not all the time, not constant, but he does live videos when he goes to explore. And he's actually a fun guy, a really fun guy. And then you have Ron on the Go, another good YouTuber that does live videos. Both of those guys are pretty dang cool. But Ron on the Go, we're in Florida, so he does Disney World most of the time. But Coda Bear the Explorer and Ron on the Go, they're actually friends. So there's times where Coda Bear will go to Florida, hang out with Ron on the Go when they're both at Disney World, and vice versa. They're two really cool YouTubers. Definitely check them out. Ron on the Go and Coda Bear the Explorer. Now, freaking downhill grade, let's go. Why people park on the side of the damn road, I'll never figure out. It's not a legal parking spot. It's not legal at all. But yet, they think it's okay to park there. Give it time, basically, there will be a cop that will pull their ass over. No questions asked. They will get a ticket for illegally parking. It's just a matter of time before they get caught. Now, if a pullout is more than maybe, 4 feet off the road, maybe 5, depending on the state, depending on the rules, it could be legal to park there. But a lot of these parking spots are definitely not 4 to 5 feet off the road. Like people that just pull over on the side of the road, it's not legal to stop. You will get a ticket for that. So why people do it? I mean, other than maybe a breakdown I can understand. But for somebody to just pull over there and say, take a nap or something, no, not legal. They could get a ticket for that. Now, I've had to pull over quite a few times on the side of the road for breakdowns and stuff. That's to be expected. Like, for example, I was working for a certain company in the past where I was driving into a certain part of Colorado, and I didn't know it at the time, but the engine on the truck locked up. So I was literally stuck on the side of the damn road for several hours. So the truck and trailer had to be disconnected and towed separately to a certain, I think it was Peterbilt dealership, and basically, come to find out, basically one of the piston rods, completely snapped, and the other one just got bent. So it ended up having to have the engine rebuilt, not to mention not only replacing the piston rods and whatnot, but also having to replace the sleeves in the engine. So that got quite expensive. Obviously, it wasn't my fault. The oil was up where it's supposed to be, coolant was where it was supposed to be. What caused the failure, I don't know. I did my part by doing a proper pre-trip. So what caused that engine to lock up? Not a damn clue. Maybe a spotted bearing. I have no damn clue. But, I've had basically technically 2 engines lock up. Not my fault, of course. One was just completely worn out. It was in desperate need of an engine rebuild. Never happened. So it literally threw a rod out of the side of the engine. The other one, literally for some reason, the piston rods decided to go AWOL. Oh, you stupid motherfucker. Oh, that motherfucker's definitely getting the horn. You dumb piece of shit. You could have been clobbered. No, I'm gonna make you fucking wait, dickhead. Up yours, bitch. Fucking pull out in front of me like that. Dude, that's a suicide mission, you fucking retard. Said again, these people that park on the side of the road, not legal unless you have at least 4 to 5 feet of, pull-off space, and that's from this furthest part of your truck that sticks out, which would be the mirror, 4 to 5 feet. It also depends on the state and how they feel about it. So you could potentially get away with it. But there's a lot of states that say you cannot park on the side of the road. In a discussion. Now, there's been truckers that park on ramp or off ramp, and then again it comes down to the city, the state, basically the county, and whether they allow it or not. But also a good rule of thumb: not park on the side of the road because it is very hazardous to park on the side of the road, because you could end up, the vehicle could end up getting rear-ended, and say if it's a car hitting a semi-truck on the side of the road way late at night, that could spell disaster for the people the people in the car hitting the semi-truck. Could end up literally killing them, all because a truck driver decided to pull over and park on the side of the damn road. Now, if it's a breakdown, nothing you can do about it. Wakey, wakey. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Get your ass moving, stupid. Sound half bad at all. Eggs and bacon. Hell yeah, it sounds good right now. Freaking I hate these damn hills. They're always slowing you down. Headphone? There it is. There's my phone. In me pocket. Okay, Bluetooth no connected. Headset not turned on. Miles an hour. 85 miles an hour. already on the highway. Okay, so where's this merge lane? Don't tell me it was just for those clowns. Jeez Louise. The truck that's up ahead is pulling doubles. Most likely UPS, FedEx, Old Dominion, one of them. Those companies pull doubles and triples. There's another thing with certain states is certain states won't allow you to pull triples, won't let you pull doubles, and it just depends on the state. There's a lot of rules and regulations when it comes to trucking. Those are frames for box trucks or something like that. There's no vehicle attached to them yet. I mean, I'm talking about the frame, like cab and whatever else goes along with it. They're just a frame, an engine. Now that is also considered as an over height load because the frames that are on there, they're sticking up in the air. So that can be considered as an over height load.